Okay, fifth graders, today we are continuing on with Module 2. We're doing Eureka Math Module 2, Lesson 3. And you can see that your learning goal today says, I can draw models. Models means math pictures, so tape diagrams, basically, to represent numerical expressions. Numerical expressions are math sentences, like 5 times 8 equals 40. That's a numerical expression. So today what we're going to be doing is representing numerical expressions using pictures and also words and numbers. So in math, as we know, we have math sentences, right? Like 1 plus 1 equals 2. Those are numerical expressions. But we can also say them using words. Words like plus or minus, those are not mathematical words. Those are words that are the name of the signs, plus sign and minus sign, okay? But instead, there are words that we can use to represent the 4 mathematical operations, okay? What words do we use to represent addition? We can use words like sum. If I'm finding the sum of something, I'm finding 2 things added together. Do you guys agree? What other words mean addition? Nadav? Oh yeah, addend. If there's 2 addends, we know that we're talking about addition. Those of you who are writing this down, you'll be thankful. If I'm finding something, remember how Gwen was 2 more than 3 times of Robin's age? The word more also tells you need to add. Good. Okay, hold on. Sometimes we could also say more than, right, instead of more. So more, oh my gosh. Or more than. So we don't need to say plus anymore. We just say 3 more than 2 is 3 plus 2. Okay? Taya.
You could say
In all, you got it. Very good. When we say in all, we're finding the total. Hey, what about total?
Yeah. Total.
Yeah.
Together.
All together, yeah. Okay, good. Let's move on to subtraction. What kinds of words mean subtraction? Look at the list we did for addition and see if you can use that to help you. Mira?
Difference.
Difference, yeah. If we're finding the difference between 2 amounts, we usually need to subtract. Very good. What else? Yes?
Less than.
Less than. What if I take away?
Yeah. Take.
Sorry, as we know, when I write with my stylus, it's kind of messy, but you guys hopefully can listen and get the idea. Addison?
Regroup or not?
Not so much regroup. But difference, less than, take away. Good. What about multiplication? On your own. Product, definitely. Product, yeah, times. It's 10 times as big, right? Times. As big as, yeah, 10 times as big as, yeah. Yes?
Factor.
Oh, factor, yeah. Or multiple?
Yeah.
What about copies? 3 copies of something. Is that also multiplication? Yeah, copies of. Okay, good. Last but not least, division. We know we have the whole, right? And the divisor. And quotient, yep. What if it's like 3 times smaller than we divide, right? Right?
Yes.
So like 3 times smaller, or 10 times smaller, or 5 times smaller, something times smaller. Shobit.
Sharing.
Ooh, yeah, sharing or grouping. Grouping could also be multiplication, right? If I say 3 groups of, isn't that multiplying too?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so these words are important for you to know and remember because we are going to see them when we talk about numerical expressions. Now that we've talked about words that usually mean addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division, let's put that into practice. So, the directions tell us to draw a model. Does it tell us to solve it? No. When it tells you to draw a model and then it says, then write the numerical expression. Here's what I don't want you to do, okay? I know that the sum of 26 and 4 is 30, because I can do that in my head. And 3 times 30 is 90. So what I don't want you to do is draw this, 90. Do you see how that does not represent the numerical expression at all, right? I also don't want you to do this. 30, 3 times 30 is 3 of them. 30, 30, 30. That also does not represent the numerical expression because then that's 3 times of 90. That's not what the words say. the words say 3 times the sum of 26 and 4. Does that make sense? So here's how you could show it. When I am going to solve 3 times the sum of 26 and 4, what part do I have to do first? 3 times or the sum of? Okay, so I'm going to draw something that shows the sum of 26 and 4. The sum means I'm adding, so I'm adding 26 and 4. So there is a piece of tape that represents the sum of 26 and 4. Now, I need to make 3 times of it, 3 copies of it. So I'm going to do that. 26 plus 4. And this one's also 26 plus 4. So there is my model. That's 3 times the sum of 26 and 4. Do you guys see how that's different than when I wrote 90? Or when I wrote 30, 30, 30? Do you guys see the difference there? Yeah. Okay, so that's the first part. That's drawing a model. Now we have to write the numerical expression. So I have 3 times, and I'm multiplying a sum. And I can show that the sum is one group of numbers. It's one sum by using the parentheses. This is 3 times the sum of 26 and 4. If I didn't use the parentheses, and I just wrote 3 times 26 and 4, what would that be? That would be 4 more than 3 times 26. That's not what I want, right? So I have to use the parentheses to show that it's 3 times the entire sum of 26 and 4, not just 3 times of 26.